This video is to show everybody out there some quick figure tricks and upgrades to get the most out of your Figuarts Yuji Itadori. I absolutely love this release. Only problem was it was super light on accessories, only giving us some extra facial expressions, a few hand combinations, a lackluster attempt at a cursed energy effect, and a couple of Sukuna parts. Now, Jujutsu Kaisen has quite a roster of cool character designs and flashy curse techniques, so I couldn't just lay around and pose them all vanilla. Two cool techniques Yuji has is his Divergent Fist, which they kind of tried to make, and then the Black Flash technique. You see him pull off quite a few times when he and Todo fight off Hanami. Although both of these effects are unique to the show, making them in scale for the Figuarts release wasn't a big ask. To start, the Divergent Fists we were given were pretty small and not nearly colorful enough. As you can see here, the animation for this technique is fluid, but does emulate flames a good bit. So to create an action figure add-on that looks closest to the source material, I used flame effects from the Marvel Legends products. These flame effects are actually one of the cooler accessories we got from Hasbro. However, they didn't hesitate to release them again, and again. So I had extras. I knew they were a little bigger than the provided energy effect, so just to test them out, I painted both. I somehow lost one of the original effects while transporting them to and from my painting area, but I didn't mind it too much because the flame effects from the Marvel Legends were the ones I really wanted to use. Because of the weather, I was indoors the majority of the week, so I ended up hand painting these guys and it all worked out. The first coat was just hand painted glossy black. I doubled down about an hour later for a second coat. At that point, they were all solid black. The next day, I threw on some acrylic sky blue from the bottom up while trying to use the molded flames as a guide. A few hours after that, I made the bottoms white, where Yuji's fist would be. For the final step, I then tried to emulate the black lines we see in the photos here, but I wasn't sure what fashion I would make the markings, so instead of random lines, I just traced the white flames as closely as I could with a micron marker, and I liked the way it came out. Once these were done, I wanted to get into the Black Flash technique. All I used here was some leftover Tamashii lightning effects and some spray paint. These Tamashii kits are ideal as they most of the time can be one grand effect, or it can be broken up into multiple smaller effects. I had some yellow and some blue, but I thought the darker base would help me in the long run, so I went with the blue. I'd say I chose correctly and ended up with exactly what I wanted, which was an inconsistent red and black color pattern throughout both pieces. I'd turn it over, spray some red, turn it to a different side, paint some black, and did that about 2 more times. I wouldn't say they ended up perfect, but definitely good enough for what I wanted to do with them. Now, until we get some action figures of evil Jujutsu sorcerers or curses for Yuji to fight, bear with me as I use some customs and Dragon Ball characters for him to pose with. With these effects, I now feel like I have a whole slew of possibilities for this figure. I was definitely late to the show, only getting into it at the beginning of this year, but it quickly rose to become one of my favorite and most exciting franchises to dive into. So far, I have Itadori here, a Figma Gojo coming soon, and the Figuarts Fushiguro coming along the way. So look forward to more upgrades for the future. Subscribe if you want to see more updates and upgrades. Peace out and have a great day.